Hey now, say now, welcome back to the new Mexico State Aggies Dynasty. Today, the Aggies head to Vegas looking to defend their Pac-12 crown and three-peat as champions of the conference. They face a familiar foe in this game in the Boise State Broncos, the very team they beat last season. This will be an interesting matchup as New Mexico State was one of the best offenses, not just in the Pac-12, but in the nation. Top of the conference in passing yards and by far rushing yards, and scoring almost 6 more points per game than any other team in the conference. If the Aggies have a weakness, it will be on the defensive side of the ball, but not much of a weakness if you factor in their pass rush and their ability to force takeaways. They were bottom 3 in passing yards, but top 3 in rushing yards allowed, a lot of that due to the amount of sacks that they were able to collect as a defensive unit. They were also one of the top teams as far as getting interceptions, but the Boise State Broncos was actually a pretty good team themselves. And the stage was set for the boys in blue who looked for their 10th win and the Aggies looking to punch their tickets to the playoffs. Aggies got the ball first and the action gets started in the first quarter when they set up a jet touch pass to Dom Dorward. He tried to break it to the outside, but he can't break the edge and he's tackled for a short gain. Nice open field tackle by linebacker Lorenzo Coates. Broncos force a third down and Coates comes back to break up a pass on third down, forcing the early 3-and-out. Broncos, they had more success on their first drive as they're driving down here, and quarterback Colin Todia fakes the handoff. He's going to scramble right and throws a dot to Cameron Bates for a big gain into Aggie territory. Very next play, Bates is going to come in motion. Todia is going to hit him on a quick route, and he's going to jet upfield, being tackled inside the 5. Aggies look to stiffen up on 2nd and goal. Adrian Carlisle comes screaming off the edge and sacks Todia to make it 3rd and goal from the 9. But Todia did not waver. He gets the Aggies offside. He faces pressure. He breaks the sack, and then he heads for the pylon. They pick up the block, and he scores. Touchdown, Broncos, to kick off the Pac-12 championship game. Aggies find themselves down 7 and may be facing a bit of nerves as Joel Timms drops a pass, and then on the very next play, tight end Wyatt Hook drops a pass, setting up a 3rd down, backed up on the 16. Wilson's going to drop back the pass. He's going to look for his number 1 receiver, but he gets popped trying to haul it in, and it's dropped, forcing another punt for the Broncos. Broncos ball again with all the momentum. They now got the ball 1st and 10 on the 46. But Todia makes his first mistake of the game, and it's picked off by Diego Vela. He's going to return this one back to the 31. Timely turnover, which the defense has had all season long for the Aggies. Aggies looking to capitalize. Humphrey's going to take the handoff up the middle, then he darts to the left side, and he breaks it to the sideline, eventually tackled down at the 8-yard line. And on 3rd and goal, Wilson's going to take the snap. He's going to find Caden Trevino, who beats his man and scores the Aggies touchdown, tying the game. Great way to snatch back the momentum early on here in the first quarter. Broncos ball after relinquishing the lead after the interception. They're going to hand this ball off to Dylan Riley, and they're going to look to feed him on his drive as he picks up 27 yards after dashing to the left side. They later get him involved in the passing game, setting up a screen pass. He spins off a defender, powers his way for another 1st down on the drive. But on 3rd and 7, Aggies defense got to come up with a stop when Neaton Mitchell breaks this one up in the end zone, forcing a Bronco field goal, making the score now 10-7 late in the first. Same score with less than 30 seconds left to play. Dorward's going to get the jet touch pass again. This time he gets perfect blocking. He breaks it down the left side, and he picks up a big gain down to the 49-yard line. They then get the running game going. Alex Williams going to take the handoff up the middle. He gets him downfield block, and he picks up 15, getting them inside the red zone. He later caps off the drive on the goal line. 1st and goal from the 3. He's going to power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies, giving them the first lead in the Pac-12 championship game. Aggies looking to maintain momentum. Broncos facing a 3rd and 8 on the 27-yard line. Todia takes a snap. He tries to fake the handoff, but Eric Karlaftis and Elijah Baldwin meet at the quarterback for a sandwich sack, forcing Boise to punt the ball. Mexico State got the ball back and tacks on 3 when Freddie Joya nails this long field goal, extending their lead 17-10. Broncos looking to get some points back before the half. Todia is going to fake the handoff and find a fullback. That's right, a fullback. Sean Awaska, who was left wide open, and he picks up 23. But the pass rush continued to disrupt their offense. On 3rd and 3, Baldwin comes screaming to the quarterback, forcing an incompletion. And on the next drive, Aggies pick up back-to-back sacks, halting their drive before the halftime, preserving the lead going into the break 17-10. Both teams playing strong defense in the first half, and we got a low-scoring affair 10-17. Both offenses are averaging under 6 yards per play, and the crucial point in this game will be which offense can break through and put up some points here in the second half to crown a champion. Boise ball out of the half. Todia is going to hand the ball off to Dylan Riley, and who gashes the defense up the middle for a chunk play. But on 3rd and 4, Aggies send the heat, and Elijah Baldwin meets Todia in the backfield for New Mexico State's 5th sack of the game. Aggies ensuing drive, Wilson sets up a shot deep downfield, and he connects with Dorwood for an Aggies touchdown, extending the lead to 2 scores. Fourth quarter now, 27-10 deficit for the Broncos with 9 minutes to play. Colin Todia takes a snap, he rolls left and somehow finds Riley behind the defense and picks up a huge first down yardage. Later on in the drive, they look to cap off the drive with a goal line touchdown run by halfback Via Chow, cutting the lead to 10 in the fourth quarter. Broncos defense then looks to step up. On the following drive, they're going to try to break up a play on 3rd down, and that's dropped, forcing a punt back to the Broncos offense. Down 10 went out with 3 to play. They turn it up. Todia gets enough time in the pocket, and he finds Javier Perkins up the middle, and he darts upfield. He's at the 10, and he's finally tackled down, picking up a big play down in the 9-yard line. And one play later, Perkins then catches it in the end zone for a Broncos touchdown, capping off the quick drive to cut the lead down to just 3. 2 minutes left now, and the Aggies trying to close it out. Wilson pitches it to Caden Trevino, comes in motion. He picks up a block downfield. He cuts inside. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. They're not going to catch him, and he runs into the end zone, sealing the game. And the Aggies will three-peat as Pac-12 champions and head to the college football playoffs for the first time in school history. Another Pac-12 trophy is heading back to Las Cruces as the Aggies have owned Vegas since joining the conference. What a magical run for this team. They remain undefeated on the arm of Isaac Wilson, who threw for 258 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's right. Your Aggies are taking home another Pac-12 trophy, but that was not the only trophy heading back to New Mexico. Kevin McDonald ended up winning Coach of the Year honors, the first of his career after leading the Aggies to an undefeated season. He had this team ready to play every single week, and now he gets the recognition that he deserves. Additionally, defensive coordinator Mike Crowder won Coordinator of the Year award, quarterbacking the defense who led the nation in sacks and one of the top teams as far as getting takeaways. He was a crucial part of this defense, and now he gets recognized as he also deserves. Defensive end DJ Warner led the way for player awards as he was named Defensive Player of the Year a season after his teammate Malachi Taase won. A 20-sack season rewards him with the Best Edge Player as well as the Lombardi Trophy, and he's officially a Triple Crown winner on the defensive side of the ball. Unfortunately, DJ was unable to make more college football history as Heisman Trophy went to Demarcus Davis out of UCLA. 3,400 yards and 34 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions, the quarterback was well deserving. But with the individual awards out of the way, the Aggies shifted their focus to the playoffs as a number 3 seed in the tourney. Their match would either be Tennessee or Stanford in the Orange Bowl. And their opponent will be the number 4 ranked Stanford Cardinal. Stanford was a very strong team this season, going 11-2 on the year, and will be the first opponent in our way of a championship. If you're looking forward to this matchup, please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time in the college football playoffs.